Alright, so we're gonna try it with this. Oh, you know what? I forgot to switch white cruising off of John. That's okay. This is just for me to figure out like what the waves are like. If I remember correctly, we have a bunch of riders that are wyverns on a first wave, and then I think it's 2 wyverns and Siegfried on the final wave. It's a waterfall of follows. Oh no, the wyverns are sabers. Interesting. Okay, so what we're gonna do, start off with Honorable Wall of Snowflakes, because we just want to keep Phantom alive. Go for the Wyvern Dread first. Go... let's do Shield of Rousing Resolution, and then Arts here. Hopefully get Lord Camelot ready. There are 3 waves here, so we do have to worry about keeping Phantom alive for those 3 waves. First and second wave are wyverns, last wave is Siegfried and 2 wyverns, all sabers. Okay, so we've also got to get Phantom up to a full Noble Phantasm, so when we see these Brave Chains, we take them. Purple Lugia cheering 10 bits. You said before that you don't have the CE MLB yet. Still working on the Lotto. You can check the progress with damage CE on Amakusa. Okay, cool. Oh boy. Stream lagged there for a second. I'll reset the casting. Okay, well even if you have just a single copy of it, that'll still be helpful here. We're gonna do... Fox's Wedding is going to go on Mashu because we need the heal. I think I'm going to heal her with the Mystic Code as well, because it's on a low enough cooldown. So then we're going to do Lord Camelot, Arts, try and get a Tamamo Noble Phantasm up. So it's going to be a slow first couple of waves. Can put MLB damage CE on the level 1 Phantom. I don't know if level 1 Phantom's going to be doing enough damage to Siegfried here. He's got to be alive long enough to get a Noble Phantasm. This is the first time you've seen a level 100 Phantom? I'll show you a second level 100 Phantom later on in this fight. And put it on level 45 Phantom? That might be useful. It's worth a shot. Okay. We're going to take out this Wyvern here and then do Arts. So Tamamo, Mashu, Phantom. Might be able to level Phantom. If you do want to level Phantom, I'd appreciate it. Especially given there's a lot of XP cards coming your way. So guessing that I really enjoy Phantom? Yeah, that's putting it mildly. That would be an understatement right there. We're going to... I think Tamamo still has more attack than Phantom by like a mile, so we're going to do... Arts Buster here. Try and take out the Wyvern if we can. Yes, excellent. So now we can do a Tamamo Noble Phantasm this upcoming turn. Are we doing free-to-play here? Oh, I have Tamamo, so guess not. No. So the goal here for this challenge quest specifically is to have Phantom of the Opera be the only one with a damage-dealing Noble Phantasm. So I'm going to do Obscurant Wall of Chalk here. And we're going to do Honorable Wall of Snowflakes as well. Then we're going to do Christine, Arts, and then Tamamo Arts. So yeah, this particular challenge quest works out for Phantom because his Noble Phantasm pierces defense. So this was the only one that I could... Ooh, he actually did way more damage than I thought he would there. So I wasted a lot of resources. Okay, well, now I know for next time. So he has that, but I can just go ahead and curse him, so I don't need to worry about that immediately. We're not going to use Innocent Monster right now. We are going to do Eightfold Blessing into a Tamamo Brave Chain here. So basically the goal here is get Phantom's Noble Phantasm up and spam it. If I don't have enough bodies, I could put Stheno as the last party member since her NP doesn't do damage. Good point. NP Hikari is now following. Thank you, NP Hikari. I hadn't thought about Stheno. I haven't leveled her yet. But I know that her Noble Phantasm is Divine Support, I think? Gorehawk is now following. Thank you so much for the follow, Gorehawk. Alrighty, now we can... We're gonna have to put the evade on Phantom right now. So yeah, I did make a mistake earlier, so we know that for next time, if there is gonna be a next time. I'm going to do Shield of Rousing Resolution as well. I'm going to put Morph up on Tamamo. And then with the damage cut, the Morph, and Lord Camelot, I think Tamamo will survive through Siegfried. Whether Phantom would have, I don't know, and then Mashu might be a lost cause here. I'm gonna quickly farm dailies to level Phantom as much as you can. Just farm Nerofest. You'll get enough XP cards. The charm is a high chance, but not guaranteed. That's good to know. Insta-kill chance on males only, but yeah, bosses don't care about that. Okay, so it's only a one hit, and Mashu survived it pretty convincingly. So what we can do now is go Arts Effectiveness up on Mashu for the heal, and then we can heal again next turn. And then Tamamo Arts, Mashu Arts, Phantom Arts. And so then we can get Eightfold Blessing next turn, and now we can start Phantom Noble Phantasms. Or we actually get Phantom's Noble Phantasm this turn. Even better. So heal goes on to Mashu. Honorable Wall of Snowflakes. I really wish there were some female enemies here, but there aren't. So we'll do Instant Enhancement on Phantom. And then do Christine, Eightfold Blessing, and then quick start getting the Phantom NP back. So with just Instant Enhancement, it does about 10,000 damage. Also takes out the Wyvern, so now all we have to deal with is Siegfried. Thankfully he is a servant, so we can go ahead and stun him with Jean's skill in the next cycle as soon as either Mash or Tamamo die. Why Phantom though? Phantom's just my favorite servant. I love Phantom outside of Fate Grand Order, and JSoul10 is now following. Thank you so much, JSoul10. But yeah, I got into the game because a friend of mine said one of the characters you can play is the Phantom of the Opera, and I, as a huge musical theater nerd, I was like, that's so cool. And so I got into the game. I found out that he was widely considered one of the worst servants in the game. And then I was like, you know what, that's not going to stop me. As a matter of fact, that's only making me more driven to do it. And so ever since I started the game about 2 years ago, I have only ever used Phantom of the Opera as my support servant, and I have taken my Phantom of the Opera with me to every single fight, period. So we're going to do Lord Camelot and then Arts and build up more Tamamo Arts here. Extreme XC 29 is now following. Thank you, Extreme XC. So yeah, Lord Camelot works out well for us as well because we can get some extra attack up on Phantom. Patrick Burncore is now following. Android in Disguise is now following. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I cannot say how much I appreciate all of this. Alright, so we're going to do Curse here, which, like, I'm really glad landed. And then we're going to do Eightfold Blessing, Arts. This will almost certainly get us a Phantom Noble Phantasm, which we can pop Fox's Wedding onto to get the Arts effectiveness up. When it comes to challenge quests, yeah, I describe all of my thought processes, especially because, oh my god, Cosmic ELO is now following. Kira4566 is now following. It is so hard to catch all of these. But oftentimes I'll get, like, stuck on what I should do for a turn, and when chat knows my thought process, they can help me out with figuring something out that's going to work. So, Honorable Wall of Snowflakes, we want to do... Yeah, we want to do that to keep Tamamo and Mashu alive. And I'm just not going to take any chances. I'm just going to use Obscurant Wall of Chalk. Ultimate Taco X is now following. Thank you, Ultimate Taco. I love the name. So we're going to do Fox's Wedding, which is going to go on Phantom. So Phantom's still at full health. We don't need to worry about heals, but it's good for the damage. Then Morph Christine into an overcharged Lord Camelot. I'm actually going to do it reverse. Lord Camelot into an overcharged Christine, so that I can get extra attack up, which is going to stack multiplicatively with the arts up from Tamamo. Ventox is the best FGO player. Go read Phantom Fridays on our Grand Order or join the Discord. Yeah, so I've fallen off of the Reddit a whole lot, but please do go ahead and join the Discord. I would love to have more people joining. So that's 15,000 damage right there. It's Fernie is now following. Thank you, It's Fernie. Yeah, and Purple Lugia in the chat. Huge shout out to Purple Lugia, who has another level 100 Phantom of the Opera, without whom I would not be able to do any of the stuff that I do. Alright, so we're gonna save the taunt for now. We're gonna do arts, quick arts. Really digging the play-by-play, sounds like a sports broadcast. I knew I'd always put my talents to good use. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and do Shield of Rousing Resolution. That way we get the arts effect, or the NP gain up, and with Eightfold Blessing into an Arch Chain here, we're going to be able to get Lord Camelot next turn, hopefully a Phantom of the Opera Noble Phantasm the following turn, if the cards are lucky. What you put yourself through for me, I appreciate it. I appreciate you leveling a male even though you are Waifu Hunter exclusively. Does Zeke take damage from something like Waver Poison? He does. He has... Man, if he had chosen to hit Phantom of the Opera even once during that turn, I would have gotten a Phantom NP. Siegfried's a jerk. It's fine. It lets us save another turn so we can get the arts up. Sumanai. Yep. So he just has defense up to like a crazy degree, so anything that pierces defense or anything that does true damage will work. So if you have Sherlock, for instance, and he can just apply Ignore Defense to the entire team, then this challenge quest is stupidly easy. But Poison, Burn, True Damage from Angra Mainyu's Noble Phantasm will also work. Okay, so we're going to do Fox's Wedding one more time. We're going to save Honorable Wall of Snowflakes for 2 more turns. We're going to heal Mashu, because we want to keep her alive, but we're saving Honorable Wall of Snowflakes to help everyone tank through Balmung. If we only had Sherlock, feels bad, man. I do have Sherlock, but that would make this quest too easy. Not that this is a challenge right now, because things are going really, really well for us. But still, it's nice to only have Phantom as the focal point of the team. It makes everything too easy if I'm not spamming Christine. On the advice of friends you took... trying to speak there. On the advice of friends, took him down using Emiya and Merlin, may retry it later. Emiya also has defense Pierce, I believe. And then Merlin's crazy. Hey there, Waiit. Welcome back to the stream. Okay, so we'll save everything for another turn. We're just gonna do Mash Arts, Tamamo Art, Phantom Quick, then Tamamo Arts. Nearly one-shot Zieg with Okita. Her NP ignores defense. Are there any archers that have ignore defense? I can't think of any off the top of my head. Alrighty, so now we go ahead and do the same thing that we were doing before. Obscurant Wall of Chalk on Phantom to make sure that he lives. Honorable Wall of Snowflakes. Morph. Lord Camelot. If we do... We don't have an Arch Chain using Phantom, so we're going to have to keep Phantom alive for one more turn after this, but then we should have the win. Oh, Emiya ignores defense, yeah. Doi. So the Saint Graph's at the bottom, right over here. This is my support list. It's out of date right now because we're in an event, and also I've since swapped out Nero for Saber Fran, who I grailed to level 100. Otherwise, this is what it normally is, so when it's a dead week, I keep Billy the Kid, I keep Lancer Liz, Ketz, Edison, MHX, Fran, and Ruler Martha in my support list. Of those, I have Phantom, Nero, Billy the Kid, Edison, Fran, and Ruler Martha at Bond 10, so they usually have the Bond 10 CEs with them. Alright, so we're going to do Shield of Rousing Resolution here, just to make sure that Phantom doesn't get hit and destroyed. We're going to do Eightfold Blessing, and then Arts Buster here. Next turn, we're going to be able to do Fox's Wedding on Phantom, which is going to be an Arts buff multiplied with the attack buff. We're going to do Christine, and that should close out the fight. Is Billy worth? You've been thinking of leveling him since you don't have an archer yet. He was the first archer I ever used, and I thought he was phenomenal. At level 10, his second skill is a 50% battery, so you can put a golden sumo on him, and then immediately Noble Phantasm, which is very, very powerful. Alrighty. So here it is, Christine, and then, well, first of all, as we do with any of our challenge quests when we're about to kill the boss, even if we can't charm them, we just blow them a kiss. Just to be a jerk. And then Christine. Boom. And so there it is. First try, didn't even need to adjust anything, accidentally brought along worthless CEs, didn't have a sixth servant, never even had anybody die. Phantom of the Opera takes down Siegfried. So this was my favorite challenge quest that I've ever done because I could do that specifically. It is very, very rare that you find any circumstance in FGO where Phantom of the Opera is actually a viable choice, a more viable choice than 90% of the cast.